Hi, Coach. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Bryan, doing well.
Good. You are the head coach of the UT Tyler men's basketball team. If you will, I'm going to ask you a couple questions about this season, okay?
We are 4-1. Our last game was against McNeese State on Monday nights, our Division I opponent. That's our only loss right now. I wish we had a little bit better showing. We didn't shoot the ball very well, and even against a D1, we had some really good looks that just didn't fall for whatever reason. So the score, I don't think really indicated what the outcome of the game was. We did a lot this year to kind of prepare. We've only been with the guys since October 15th, so it's not a whole lot of time. As well as you know, we run a pretty good system, and it's pretty extensive with a lot of plays. We don't have, one of the things we did different was we took a handful of plays and then just try to perfect those. So instead of putting in 50 at one time, we put in about 10 to 15, and then we're just trying to perfect that. We're doing a little bit more in our transition game. You know, it's just some things different than we have done in the past. We tried to build more team chemistry early on than we have in the recent years. I think that's taken pretty good effect. I think we've seen some good positives out of that. Then the other thing is we spent more time off the court together this early. Usually we do. By the time February hits, we've been around each other for a good bit. But this year we took some opportunities through some community service events to really try to get our team stronger too, which and also serve the community. You're always hoping for it. Mm-hmm. I think after a couple practices, yes, and then looking at our schedule, we thought it was definitely attainable to be 4-0 going into the McNeese State game. As after we won our first two games, we went and scouted Paul Quinn. They were a very good NAIA team and very athletic and just play a different style than what we're used to. So once we got past that one, we kind of more familiar with the next three. It was Shriner, TLU, and Howard Payne all in our conference. We played them many years now. So once we knocked out, after the Howard Payne game, and I saw how well we did gel together just early in the season, how well we did move the basketball, and we got our shots, I thought it would be reachable to at least be 4-0 going into McNeese. And then, it became important to us after we won the Howard Payne game to take care of business on the road. And then, just a little bit of history going into early in the year is 4-0 best start in school history. So the guys are real proud of that, and they should be. We do have some new faces, but the important thing is we have three seniors returning that know this program extremely well. Darren played for 2 years. This will be his second year, but he's been in our program for 3. Dallas, same situation, and of course Steph's been with us for 5 years now. He redshirted a year or sat out the first year. So those 3 were big keys. They're big factors. And then the other guys that were returning, they have a good understanding of what we try to do. Thank goodness the new faces are not all freshmen. They're guys that are used to playing on a college level. They're transfers. Most of them are transfers. We have a couple freshmen. But most of them are transfers used to playing college basketball with a lot of college basketball experience, a lot of minutes. So that makes a big difference. We did have experience coming in, even though they may not have played for UT Tyler. I just give a lot of credit to our seniors and their leadership, and then I give credit to the guys that are coming in, their willingness to really learn a new system and learn new teammates and a new coaching staff and everything, and doing it in such a great way. It's been fun, because we are playing at a high level, but it's also been fun trying to get a new team kind of together on the same page, so to speak. I really think all 3 of our seniors that returned, they came back as better basketball players, better conditioned, ready to play. That's been a difference. We have leadership. We have just more leadership on the floor now than we've had in the years past. We have some point guards and some guards that are well respected by their teammates, and that really helps out a good bit too. Basketball speaking, the biggest difference is right now, and we're early in the season, so we're still working on it every day and still trying to make sure that we keep this thing going, and we're not looking in the future by any means. However, right now, I think we're just a better defensive team than we were last year, and I would say a whole lot better. We have guys that are really understanding our system on a defensive end, and they do a much better job of guarding the ball. And anytime you can control the basketball, you have a good chance to be successful on defense, and that's something we do a pretty good job of. Well, it's I'd say everyone, and I think that's a credit to our conference. You know, the American Southern Conference is very, very balanced and very good league and great conference. You know, obviously the ones that have been winning at UTD, ETBU, both have done unbelievable jobs the last couple of years. Mississippi College has been right there also. We've been in the thick of things. We didn't make the tournament last year, so right now we're just really trying to fight to make sure we get back to where we've been the years past. Mary Hardin-Baylor, on the other side, Concordia is putting up big-time numbers on the other side also. I think the league's going to be really interesting this year because it seems like some of the teams that had great years, really, or great season last year and then good years the last couple, they lost some key players. UTD lost their big time player and their big scorer, and they lost their point guard. So it's going to be interesting to see how who they recruited, who they have in the back that's going to kind of step up and be their leaders. Mary Hardin-Baylor lost a lot of talent also, and which I know they'll be good. It's just going to be interesting to me to see who steps up for those teams. But to answer your question, we haven't won the league yet, so we're battling with everybody. I'll be happy if this team does reach its potential. I'll be happy if we continue to work like we've been working. And I do think good things would happen to us if we stay healthy and we continue to guard that we're capable of, the way we're capable of guarding. Play a huge role, and then it's basically Coach Henley and myself. I mean, we're the two that kind of do everything day to day in this program, from recruiting to monitoring grades to watching film. Talking about Coach Henley, he does it all. I mean, he really does. I mean, it's about a three-man job, to be honest with you, to run a college basketball program, and he does it all in one person. But whether it's being here ready to practice or getting all our scout reports and everything ready for our opponent, to who we recruit. I mean, it's recruiting alone is full time. But we've worked well together. Coach and I have a great relationship. We've been around each other for a long time. He knows exactly how I like things done and what I expect and what I want, and he does it. And just couldn't be. I'm very fortunate. And I do understand that. I know that every day. That the day's coming where I'm sure somebody's going to open their eyes and he'll get a head job somewhere, and then I'd be just as happy for him too, because I think that's something he wants. But while I have him, I'm very appreciative, and he does a really good job for us in helping us get our basketball program where we have it today, and hopefully continue good success for the future.
Well, I appreciate your time today, Coach. We got some good information. Best of luck to you and the team coming up this rest of the season, and really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Appreciate you doing a story on our basketball program.
Yeah.